everybody, and welcome to the Roll2Pose podcast, your domain for dorkdom. This is Lunchbox.
My name is the Scruffy MC.
Ibby.
That power nerd.
Maxwell Relaxwell.
And we got Max here. Max is actually on Parascope right now. We're doing some video stuff. We're trying something new, I guess.
Something brand new to me.
Yeah, it's freaking crazy stuff. So, let's go ahead and get rolling. Yeah, buddy. Oh, no.
Yeah. What'd you roll?
The sign
Anything
fell.
good?
He's such a noob.
Anything good? We got an 11.
We got a 12.
A 5, a
We
12.
got 3 12s.
3 12s.
This is going to be quite the average
Chips.
podcast.
It's
ladies and
super
gentlemen.
average.
Yeah, average.
So this is Maxwell's first time being on our podcast. Right before we started recording, he said, I have to go pee because I'm super nervous. So just so I'm adding even more stress to him as he's on the podcast. He's the roommate we're always talking about whenever we make references.
Right. And also, this podcast, for those of you on
Periscope.
Thank you. For those of you on Periscope, this podcast is basically an all-out nerd type of podcast. We talk about comic books, video games, movies, anime, you name it. If it's out there and it's nerdy, odds are one of us is down with it. So that's what we come here to talk about.
Down with it.
Down with it.
So make sure you bring your questions in if there's anything you guys want us to talk about or give our opinions on.
Yeah.
And
Or the one person, I should say.
Yeah, that
Usually
one guy
it's
watching.
Hey, that's
Or gal.
Hey,
It's our
Did they
number
say
one
anything
fan.
yet?
no, nothing yet.
I think that app always has like one robot watcher on it so that you never give up.
Well, I
Like
got
you could be talking to yourself for an hour and a half. You're like, me and this one viewer are really connecting.
It's probably a mod. Just like some guy just going, okay, nope, not tits. Not tits.
Or
Not
are
tits.
there?
Or are there tits?
You know, maybe if we could get, 2K views in here, someone will show their boobs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of boobs in here.
One person, so you guys got some room to go, but...
Alright,
Yeah.
let's get down to the dirty dingle.
Dirty dingle, huh?
I don't know what to call it. The business, the news, the things that have been happening in our lives because we are
Yeah,
awesome
so
and interesting people.
movies. I mean, it's summer. How was did anybody here go see Fantastic Four?
No.
No.
No,
I never
anyone?
want to see it.
Terrible.
I didn't.
I hated
Terrible.
the last one.
I thought
Did
about
anyone
going.
like the last one?
I thought about going. Kind of. I'm having this issue with Fox movies, and I know that Deadpool is going to be a Fox movie, so I have like really shaky ground right now. I really want to see it, but all of the X-Men movies have been awful. I don't like the X-Men movies.
Really?
Periscope viewer, I hate them.
Even the First Class.
I didn't
He
like
hasn't
it.
seen it. Wait,
I saw it.
you saw First
I
Class?
saw First Class.
And you've seen Days of Future Past.
I have not seen Days of Future Past.
Oh, that's the one.
That's
They
a
were
whole
both good, if you
different-
ask me.
They're both amazing.
I like him.
You
It
know?
was
What?
it was a 3-hour apology letter.
What's
It's a
wrong
good
with that?
apology.
Apology letter for the first trilogy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
And all them sorry ass Wolverine movies.
Yeah, my God.
Oh
I
my
kind of
God.
want
Tell
to
us
see
how
like
you really
Wolverine
feel.
3.
I mean,
Like
don't-
he goes to Japan or something. Like I don't know. It's just Wolverine
Oh,
kicking
that
ass.
one's
right?
actually kind of cool because they have the
Silver Samurai, yeah.
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 See, like I want to see
That's
that
not
one.
3. What is
But
it?
Hugh Jackman.
That's
Hugh Jackman.
Wolverine
The
Origins.
Wolverine.
The Wolverine.
Yeah, the Wolverine.
Stupid.
Hugh Jackman
Wait,
is the
is
saving
it
grace of
Wolverine
X-Men.
Origins
Wait.
the Wolverine?
No,
or
it was-
X-Men Origins the Wolverine?
No, it was literally called The Wolverine.
Okay.
But you should watch Days of Future Past.
But it
It's
was
so
this.
good.
It was the second in the line of the Origins
I mean-
films for Wolverine.
I'm stoked for the
Wolverine.
new X-Men coming out.
Stupid.
Me too.
Eventually.
I'm
Even
excited.
if Apocalypse looks like Ivan Ooze. from
Why you gotta
Batman.
say that?
Because he looks
ruined-
exactly like Ivan
No,
Ooze.
you were ruining his image.
Wait,
No,
from
G,
Power
I-
Rangers?
Ruining.
Yes.
Gee, I was the first person that told you. I was like, yo, have you seen that leaked X-Men footage? Apocalypse looks dope. But then I saw that picture comparing Ivan
does look
Ooze
like
to
Ivan Ooze.
Apocalypse. And I'm like, fuck.
Yep. Ruined.
Like-
Ruined.
I have to see this. I have to see
but there's recovery. Like, as long as he has a belt with a giant A on it. He's a That's what.
They just have Doc from Back to the Future playing like he did Ivan Ooze. He's going to be playing Apocalypse.
He was.
It's going to be the
Ivan Ooze?
same makeup, except for he's going to have an A belt. That's the distinguishing factor. That's what makes Apocalypse Apocalypse.
Dude, they're planning. I mean, it's going to be huge campaign.
I don't even. But fact of the matter is, Fantastic Four came out and
You know what the
didn't
sad
shake
thing is?
anything.
Despite box office numbers, they are still going forward with a Fantastic Four 2.
They have to. They literally
Why?
have to.
That's awful.
Why? Did they start recording it already?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, God.
Oh god.
I think is it tying into Civil War?
It doesn't even have
Or-
any
I don't
good
even know.
actors in
I would
it.
imagine it is. I would imagine it's tying into Civil
Or
War,
Infinity
but it's
Yeah,
gonna
just
happen with
Fantastic
the
Four.
Infinity Wars for sure.
Yeah.
Because Fantastic Four has the same guy from. Sorry, I didn't mean to point at you.
Pointing.
Sorry, I've only had one glass. No, it
One
has
glass
the-
of
It has
Ambien.
the same guy from Insurgent, who I hate. Miles Teller. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Ugh. And then they have a bunch of like D-list actors. Michael B. Jordan,
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be going with, like...
Kate
Hold
Mara,
on now.
Jamie Bell.
Hold
Alright,
on.
you're gonna need to pump your brakes for Michael B. Jordan, because
Who's that?
Michael B. Jordan is a great actor.
What is he
Okay.
in?
He was in The Wire,
Oh,
Fruitvale
God.
Station. He's been
Are
nominated.
you about
He's
to
been-
take the next half hour to tell us how great The Wire was?
No, I'm not. The Wire's not great. I could talk about it, but no. But Michael B. Jordan is a good actor. He's been nominated for a Best Actor award by the Academy,
Which
By
aca-
the Academy.
Which Academy?
the Academy Awards, the Oscar.
Ah.
See, I could
So-
see that. Like, I really could see that. But
He's a good
the
actor,
other ones
so
are.
I think that
But nobody knows
Fantastic Four's success might have to do with the underlying racial tones of this country dealing with a African American Johnny Storm.
No, that's
No!
bullshit.
Absolutely
It was
not!
probably just a terrible movie.
No, absolutely
Yeah,
not.
I disagree.
They failed with the last one. Who
I
was
think
in that
one of
show?
the biggest
Last
things they
three.
might disagree with, I believe that he is gay as
Really?
well. Yeah.
Really? So they're really
Ow.
pushing the envelope of African American
Wow.
gay Johnny Storm.
Nice.
I-
I'm for it.
Mm.
That's what I've heard.
It doesn't bother me. Obviously, it doesn't bother me, but at the same
Yeah.
time, the source material, really, you're gonna fuck with that.
But
Even more.
there are no good Fantastic Four movies.
Also, it seems like Fox is just kind of pushing, like, fuck, we just suck at superhero movies.
I do
Let's
not.
add something. Black gay guy. Got it. We're going to get everybody to watch our movie because there's a black gay guy in it.
Well, then if that's the same mentality, then Star
Can
Wars.
anyone check that? Can anyone check that spoiler? Like, can we do a spoiler alert?
Is,
Like, I feel like that would be
is
like
Johnny Storm gay
really
in the new movie?
known If
Is
Johnny Storm
Johnny
was
Storm
gay.
black
So,
and gay.
For any of our
Have it be
Periscope.
known that I don't care that he is black.
Well, yeah, not that there's anything
no,
wrong
no,
with
no.
that.
No, it's just with the source material. I mean,
No, nothing confirmed about him being
The-
gay.
No, even the last
the
one was
siblings, the siblings are Johnny Storm and what's her name?
Sue Storm.
Sue Storm.
Sue Storm. Thank you. They're siblings. Susan Storm in the new movie is white. Susan Storm in the old movie was white. Susan Storm in all the comic books is white. They're siblings. They've been siblings throughout the whole
Series.
verse of it.
awful. Yeah.
So why make that change? I understand why they did it because of PR and all that. They wanted to get those people introduced into it and everything like that. I get that. I don't mean those people.
Whoa!
Just zoom in on Dee's face.
See, this is what I'm talking about. People can't handle a black Johnny Storm.
That's not the case at all.
People can't handle black Johnny Storm.
That is not the case at all.
No, I don't think it is.
Hear me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Beers. Beers for years.
Drinking on my fucking beers.
Oh shit.
Oh no! Max rolled a 1. It's okay though.
Zamboni! Like a Canadian.
What'd you do with these beers?
I don't know, you
Shook 'em up. Real good.
Alright, on to the next.
So
I mean, Fantastic Four was shitty.
But what I was saying
That
was
sucks.
that guy,
I had high hopes.
that actor, not Michael B. Jordan, but the other one, he was in Insurgent, and I just don't like him as an actor.
the guy that plays Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, I just forgot.
Yeah,
his
I
name.
don't like that guy either.
So Mr. Fantastic, the guy that also played him, he was in Whiplash.
He
J.K.
also
Simmons. Who
didn't he
played-
also play the guy with cancer in the that Fanboys movie? Is that the same guy? I think it
Fanboys
is.
movie?
Yeah,
He
Fanboys,
was
where
in
they
Whiplash,
it was a
'cause-
bunch of friends that go across the country to infiltrate Skywalker Ranch to watch Episode 1.
I mean, that guy's
Oh.
Hilarious,
getting-
by the way. Really funny movie.
I think I've seen that one.
It's
but
really funny.
I don't know. But he does have that like stupid face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
don't,
know
has an
why.
awful face.
I don't
I
think
just
that
like
was
it.
a good choice when it.
That's not him though. There's
We got
No,
the
that's
fact
not who
checker
you're
out.
talking about.
no.
Yeah.
21 and over.
Yeah,
He's in
these are all, like,
Whiplash, right?
D-list,
Yeah, he's in Whiplash.
D-list
Yeah.
actors.
He's in.
Maybe-
he's
maybe
in
like
the new
s-
Footloose
Well,
version, Cut Loose.
Let's face it. People, if there's one group of people that are really good at taking B-list actors and making them big actors, it's the Marvel movies.
Yeah, but not Marvel run by Fox movies.
Yeah, but
That's for damn
there's
sure.
also a petition to Fox to let them give up the rights to Fantastic Four.
Please do.
Please
Dude, maybe
do.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four sucks, but then the sequel is just like knocks us off our feet.
Yeah.
Because Marvel's just like, this is how you fucking do it, Fox.
Yo, they just fuck shit up.
I just
They
kind of
will.
want to see it,
It's
see
bad.
how bad it is.
I'm gonna wait for like a DVD release so I can torrent it off the internet illegally.
I know that
Thank you.
Deadpool is at least, I know Deadpool is at least
Massive
going to be
cartel.
somewhat funny, so that might be at least worth watching. But Fox Marvel movies, Fox comic book movies, at all, just fucking terrible.
They have to do good with Deadpool though.
They have to.
I mean, like
I
when
will.
you guys
I will
watched,
light that place on fire.
when you
It's
watched
on the internet now.
when you watched the Fantastic Four trailer, did anybody have that like, ooh, this is gonna
No,
be a great
not at
movie?
No, as
I
soon
knew
as
it was
I
gonna be
saw
awful.
Stupid Face, I was like, "This is bad."
Stupid
Also,
face.
the thing doesn't
Yeah.
wear fucking pants.
Dr. Doom.
Where
No.
is his
Oh,
dick?
Mr. Fantastic.
Wait, he doesn't
Where
wear
is his
He doesn't wear
dick?
pants.
He doesn't
Where's
wear
the thing's
pants.
dick?
Yeah, where is it?
his big rocky phallic symbol,
He doesn't
big
wear
red
pants.
rock dicks.
And he doesn't have a wiener.
That's wrong.
But there's no denying the thing is hard as a rock.
There's
No,
no
but
denying
that's
that at
fucked
all.
up. Like, at least in the previous movies and comics, he had those pants on, so you'd at least think that he still was a little bit, like, had a reason to live.
Yeah.
If I got turned into a rock monster without a dick,
Like you don't see.
fucking, I'm blowing my head off of the fucking tank. Like,
Yeah,
I'm fine.
see-
Like, I'm indestructible, but I'm finding a way to kill myself if I don't
Maybe
have a
his
dick.
penis
Shoot
is
me
made
into
of like
space.
maybe his penis is made of glass like a dildo.
it's just
Yeah,
rock
it's
shift
just-
and just.
Well, you don't see Hulk with no pants on, and that's good.
That's a good thing because
They'll
it would
kill
be
you.
a fucking hammer.
You would die.
Yeah.
All you hear is Hulk smash.
Whoop. Boom.
Like to see the fight Thor's hammer versus the Hulk's hammer. Just like that's like the Hulk when he goes Super Saiyan, he actually takes his pants off, so he's actually like twice as powerful because he's
That way
fucking
he's got three
flailing
arms.
everywhere, right? He's just doing somersaults and shit. Just, God, how'd your husband die? He got smashed by the Hulk's penis.
There's a video of it.
It's
Who
on his
finally took
gravestone.
Thor down? Hulk's dick.
Whose hammer is mightier?
Anyway,
But you know what movie didn't suck?
what movie?
Way Too Late. Mad Max.
Mad Max.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it.
Oh my god,
You're
Jesse, it's
oh
so
my
good.
God, it's so
I've heard really good
It's
things
like
about
an
it.
explosion orgasm.
Oh,
Orgasm. Like she was trying to think of a great word.
explosion.
Ejaculation.
Okay.
Explosive ejaculate. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
It's
my.
like, yeah, it's so good. I love Charlize Theron.
They're wrong.
Theron.
She's just queen. I love her so much. She's amazing. I
She
love
is
her in
pretty
every
great.
movie. I don't think there's one I Not
Pretty
liked.
great.
The
I liked her a lot in Million Ways to Die in the West. I thought that movie was fucking hilarious.
She was the best part of that
was
movie.
so funny.
She was so
I'm
good.
sorry, but she was the only good part of that movie.
I don't know. I like Seth MacFarlane quite a bit.
So do I.
I think he's fucking hilarious. And plus, I mean, retard sheep on the roof. Come on.
I want to carry out my penis. There were some laugh moments in that movie.
There were like 5. maybe
no,
3.
come on now.
And like the preview showed the entire movie.
Everything Seth MacFarlane makes is Family Guy the movie. Ted,
Ted
A Million
was
Ways
great.
to Die in the
Ted
West.
2, probably gonna be awful. It's gonna be overdone. It's gonna be
Oh.
Ted 1,
Oh,
but overdone.
shut up.
It is. I would bet money on it.
No.
She's a hater.
Hating.
God,
all
I
over the
hate it.
place.
I hate Family Guy.
I hate you.
Back to Mad
I'm
Max.
just kidding.
Oh, that was really mean and
I
harsh.
know it was. I apologize.
So, the way to describe Mad Max is just like the part in the movie where the main villain like takes off across the waste in his like convoy of like different vehicles. And like in the
Immortal
middle of the
Joe.
convoy there's like a truck complete dedicated to 6 dudes playing fucking drums. And then there's the guy with a fucking face mask on in the front, just surrounded by speakers with straps, with a guitar, a double-headed guitar
Yeah.
that shoots fucking flames at him. That is how
And he's just
that that is what that movie
cording
is.
on
That's awesome.
it.
That
Yeah.
is way awesome.
That is that movie. Like every single part of that movie is as badass
It's so metal.
as that.
So it's the most metal movie
It's
ever.
the most metal movie.
It is.
I have to see it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even
want
want
see
to
it.
say anymore. Not that
If
you give anything
somebody,
away,
if Roger and Ebert came up and said, we give that 3 metal thumbs up because it's so fucking metal, then I would probably go see every movie.
it's
Yeah.
like 4. I'd say it's like 4 metal.
But Roger Ebert ain't saying anything these days.
Oh,
Okay.
hey yo.
Oh, okay, I get
What happened
'Cause
to the
he's
video?
Like people kept bowing out, so we're gonna restart.
Ah, okay.
Sec.
Just like restart it with like the title like big
Boobs.
dicks going into nipples.
No, do shitting dick nipples.
Shit.
Well, you know, I have
the,
one. I have
the very
one, I
many
have a
adventures
title.
of Dick Butt.
Like
Roll to dick butt.
Wait, so dicks going into nipples. Okay.
dicks going into nipples.
Just put it up as at Suicide Girls, bunch of guys and Suicide Girls things.
And just play Suicide Girls videos in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
suicide
down for that.
girls.
No, then they won't pay attention. They're both facing the TV. They're all 3 facing the TV.
Hey.
This is gonna be the me and you podcast because they're gonna be whacking it.
You'd be watching too. Shut up.
And Alex would eventually. We'd all just like.
Anyways,
Stephanie saw Insurgent.
yeah, how was that? It looks really fucking interesting.
Dude, I thought that they were jumping on the whole utopian bandwagon of
Dystopian.
dystopian.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry,
dystopian,
I looked down and said the wrong word.
That happens to me all the time. Whenever I look down, I
Dystopian.
just, oh yeah.
Dicktopian.
Well, I
Dicks.
started seeing like Suicide Girls behind me and I got confused. Um,
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Okay, so it's just nothing but silence now because everybody's
Yeah,
gonna be
so
watching.
fun.
Dystopian.
Too fun.
but anyway, it's a really, really good movie. Oh my god, fuck you guys. You guys aren't even listening.
I am listening.
I'm listening. You're saying dystopian a lot.
Yeah. You just said it like 4 times.
We've
bro.
Because you're all looking past me.
Believe it or not, guys can definitely multitask when it comes to tits. Okay?
Yeah. Like, you do such a great job. That's why there's 2
just tits
titties.
everywhere all the time.
Oh my god.
Anyways, tell us about Divergent.
Please.
They all
Wait,
said,
wait,
they all
what?
said
Sorry.
please as they looked past me.
I thought it was
By the way,
insurgent,
guys.
not divergent. Is it
Just-
insurgent or divergent?
It's
Okay,
divergent.
but it starts with Divergent, and then it goes to Insurgent, and the next one is something.
Convergent.
Subvergent.
Some
Subvergent.
kind of virgin.
Some virgins.
No, I'm just saying there are no virgins on that fucking movie.
What's the third
Ah.
one? What's the third one?
I don't know.
Look it up. Fact checker.
Yeah, fact guy.
Fact checker.
Divergent
So-
trilogy. But what are the movies even about? Because it gives you a vague idea in the previews, but you really have no idea. To me, it just looks like a shitty romance movie.
No, there's really not much romance to it at all, actually, which is cool. There's a little bit. They
Right.
have to put that in. What can I say it's about? It makes me want to read the books, which usually I'm one of the dorks that reads the books first.
Right.
So this time I'm not. And yeah.
The third one is going to be Allegiant.
Allegiant. Okay.
Oh.
That's cute.
Basically, you are checked at the age of, like, I don't know, 16 to see if you,
Of course.
yeah, something like that. You see what, I can't even talk, there's belly buttons behind me. And now there's boobs.
Now you really are gonna think you're a lesbian.
This is the most blown apart podcast we've ever done in our entire lives.
God.
I blame Max.
I'll allow it.
You brought
You brought a plague upon
Yeah, we
our
have two
homes.
people watching right now. Yeah.
Nice, there's two people.
But yeah, enjoy this,
One.
two people.
Damn it.
They left.
Enjoy this one guy.
He's like, those aren't Suicide Girls, it's a video in the background.
Hey, we.
God, I can't even tell you what it's about. Come back to me.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I got my non-nerdy dad to watch the whole Hobbit trilogy.
Wait a second. Your dad's a nerd.
No, he is not.
Have you seen your house?
Yes.
That's
He
all.
has all of the memorabilia from the 60s and 70s.
Oh, okay. He's a nerd in the fact that old stoners are nerds. But in all
Just because
seriousness,
he doesn't like your anime.
He doesn't like my anime. That's fine.
He thinks he's weird.
He
Yeah.
definitely
Dad's
thinks it's
Pink
weird.
Hill.
And when I have my figures around and stuff, he's just like, yeah, those are nice. How much did you spend on? That's probably about $600 with figures. Wow. All right.
Your dad's like high.
Here, I'll look at your Grateful Dead stuff, Dad!
Yeah. And he's got Grateful Dead stuff and Jimi Hendrix blankets up on the windows and shit so people can see, oh yeah, that guy smokes.
How much all this Grateful Dead stuff cost you, Dad?
Shit.
Probably like $50 back in the day.
Anyways. So
Dog.
I finally got him to watch
Movies.
all the Hobbit movies, and because one day I told him that I want to grow my beard out so long that I can braid it, and it won't like shrink up on me. Because obviously, if I was to braid it right now, it would just like close in on my face. Just like if you were to braid long hair, it would get really closer to your face and everything.
Oh man,
And he was
have
like,
you
"Why
tried
would
it
you
yet?
ever? Why don't you ever?" He asked me, "Why would you ever braid your beard?" I just go, "Because dwarves are badass." He just goes, "I don't catch the reference." I was like, "Well, you're gonna have to watch the Hobbit movies with me." So we watched all the Hobbit movies, and he was just like, "Okay, I see why you want to be a dwarf now, because those are some of the most badass motherfuckers in the whole entire movie."
Had he never seen Lord of the Rings either?
He saw Lord of the Rings, but Gimli is just a punchline throughout all the fucking movies.
You never see how badass a dwarf can be. He's a good fighter,
He's a fantastic fighter,
but he's like
the
Legolas's punchline. Yeah, it sucks.
It's
Oh.
fucking
Being
terrible.
second best to a
I
fucking
guess you
elf.
could say that.
Yeah, but in
But
this
not really.
movie,
I mean,
fucking Billy Connolly comes out on a fucking wild boar and is just like, "All right, you knock my helmet off, I'm gonna headbutt you instead." So he starts fucking headbutting people with no fucking helmet on because he's a badass dwarf with a huge fucking hammer. That's why.
And he gets his like mustache be braided like tusks.
Yeah, and he braids his mustache so it looked like fucking tusks. What a badass!
Yeah.
That guy, my hero.
Jesse when he grows up.
Yes.
That dwarf.
Yes. So that being said, obviously,
That dick.
I'm gonna have to do that.
I had to turn Suicide Girls off because people weren't paying
It was
attention.
distracting as fuck. You
there
were right.
there
You
were
were right.
butts.
See? Yeah, like I told you, like we can
Like,
do the
you
whole
guys,
like
what,
video in the
what
background.
What did I say about those movies?
As long as nobody
What's
gets
what?
See?
You said I honestly
It was the
think you
same
said
guy
Divergent.
with
You said
Stupid face.
dystopian.
Dystopian.
That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much
like
it.
4 times.
More than that.
I
Just
started
Bring it back.
describing
How many
it.
times?
Dystopian.
Suicide Girls is so
Dys-
dystopian.
Dystopian? It's a dystopian place.
Dystopian.
I'm sorry.
Anyways,
there were
but
butts
yeah.
behind me.
I showed him those movies. He actually really enjoyed them. Just kind of like, he's not a huge Star Wars fan or anything like I am, but he enjoys them because I enjoy them because he's a good father like that.
Yeah.
So it was like he went along for the ride, but he really enjoyed the movies. So
Cool.
it's the movie for everybody. I actually don't like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I know. It's sad.
What?
It breaks my
This
heart.
is
I
going
went
through-
back and I watched the trilogy again.
When?
The going through the list.
thought
of
we were gonna
Jesse
do that
doesn't like
together.
I did it about
podcasts.
a month ago. And the whole entire time I just wanted Frodo to shut the fuck up.
How could you?
I hated that fucking character.
He's so angry.
I'm so angry too.
Oh my goodness.
How can you hate Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
You play D&D.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic.
In D&D, I can make it a good story.
You should listen.
Oh.
You should listen to the audiobooks. I know you don't have
Oh
time
no, I'm gonna listen to the
to read,
audiobooks.
but the book of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit
I'm
are
not-
20 million times better. But the movies are still
The
amazing.
movies are amazing.
They're
I don't know.
so good.
Tolkien is the inventor.
What about
of,
Samwise Gamgee?
I like Samwise a lot.
Yeah, that's the point. He's the real hero. Frodo never would have made it without Sam.
Yeah, and Sam would have been able to do it a lot quicker without Frodo.
Sam?
If
I
they
mean,
put Sam in
Frodo-
charge, oh my god, that would have been
Frodo
like
had
one
the
movie.
will. No, Frodo had the will to wear it, and they knew that.
Yeah, and his fucking whole entire life got crushed because of it.
It's true. Bilbo too. Anyone who's ever had it.
Sometimes you have to sacrifice yourself to save the world.
No,
Yeah.
fuck that.
That's usually, yeah.
Go back to the Shire, enjoy your life, fuck some hobbits.
They would have. They would have
Fuck
brought
hobbits, get
down.
money.
The
Remember
Shire
the
would
hot
have been
midgets?
burned
And
down.
when Sauron comes to fuck the rest of you, just let it come.
Fuck hobbits.
No!
Get treasure.
No,
Yeah.
Jesse, you
I actually
save the Shire.
I actually enjoy the orcs better than I enjoyed the hobbits in that fucking movie.
Yeah, the orcs are fucking dope anyway.
Yeah.
Especially because the white orc is played by Manu Bennett.
You just
And
hate
that's my
Frodo.
I hate Frodo.
That is so stupid. I'm really mad at you.
No, I hate Frodo and the whole like part, the whole
I
part
hate
in the
Frodo.
movie, in the Hobbit movies,
The Hobbit.
The
movie.
Hobbit.
Hobbit.
and the Hobbit movies that include what's his nuts,
Nuts.
my precious, what the fuck?
Gollum?
Gollum.
Gollum.
Everything
no, no.
that includes Gollum, I fucking hate.
Why do you hate Gollum?
Why?
I hate Gollum so much.
He's the result of the ring.
I know that. I obviously know that. They fucking jam it down your throat every single time he's in the fucking movie.
But dude,
But
then
he
you get to see
bothers the
Gollum
shit out of
in.
me.
Then you get to see Gollum in The Hobbit, and you get to see you get to see Bilbo finding the ring. You just see Gollum, and you get to see. It's so
Way
good.
back when.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
But
I like
also
them
you
tying
see-
him into the story because it's obviously a very important part. But Gollum is just a fucking. I hate that character. I understand why he's in it.
What's his name? Wesley Circus?
No.
Adam Circus.
Yeah.
Andy,
No.
Andy
Andy
Circus.
Serkis.
Andy
Andy
Circus.
Andy
Yes.
Adam Circus.
I don't know where I got Wesley
Donald
from.
Cirkman.
Or in what you say is.
Or in Battlehammer. So,
Thrill.
speaking of Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
move on to video games.
Why not?
Sweet.
Because what we have playing in the background right now is a game that I had never actually heard of before until Logan gave it to me. It's called Lord of the Rings War in the North.
Oh yeah. Huh?
Have you guys ever heard of it?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
I have not. Explain.
So you know how Lord of the Rings loves making co-op games?
Mm-hmm.
And it's hit or miss,
Very.
pretty much
Yeah.
a half, the Fellowship of the Ring.
Battlefield Middle Earth was RTS, wasn't it?
Yeah. But the co-op hack and slash games they make,
Yeah.
half of them are really shitty,
Yeah.
and half of them are really fun to play with another person. And War in the North is turning out to we've gotten through the first chapter of it.
Yeah.
And it's been a really, really, really long time since I've found a game that's really good for co-op. I think the last game that we played together that we could actually sit down and play together was Borderlands, the pre-sequel.
Right.
And this one's just really good. It's got everything you want out of an RPG. If you walk up to an NPC and start asking questions, then your character is talking to him. But if somebody else is on the other side of the map and is talking to an NPC, they'll ask the questions, and it'll have the dial-around system where you get to ask your own questions and choose how the conversation goes.
Right.
The
really awesome.
Yeah, the combat's actually really fucking good. It's got a skill tree. It's got the triggers that like I don't know. It's got really simple combat, but really complex combat.
Gotcha.
It's got like
it's all
The skill
timing
tree
and
is
stuff.
really cool because I don't know, like even in Borderlands, if one person goes in to change anything, you're like, oh, I gotta wait.
Right.
And this one, you can both go in at
Hmm.
any time, like, and somebody else can run along and play while you're like messing with all your skills and shit. I don't
That's
know, I
cool.
like that a lot
Yeah.
because usually you're like,
Like
shit.
it's actually a fucking co-op game instead of like Fable 3 where it's just like it's
At
co-op.
the same time,
and it's like just you
all
can
the
only
time.
go a certain amount of distance away from
Yeah.
the player one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
this
you,
one
and you
is-
couldn't be your own character. You had to be some knockoff.
Yeah, you just
bullshit.
had to be some fucking guy.
Yeah.
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 Couldn't be whatever you wanted
Yeah.
to be.
It's really good though. It's got shiny loot system. It's like it's pretty current. Like I've been meaning to look up when it came out because the graphics are really good. And overall, like having only played the first chapter, like I would say it's really good. We'll have to give it a better, more in-depth like review once we play it more because we only sat down and played it for a couple hours like a few nights ago.
Yeah.
But it's turning out to be really fun. Like a really, really good co-op game.
2011.
So not too far.
Not too far off.
Yeah.
Wow, that's weird.
So I assume it's for the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's for the PS3 as well. PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC.
Oh, that makes me sad.
You have like 7 Xbox 360s.
I have 3.
And you're
That's
going to
it.
get another Xbox.
Well, I'm gonna get another Xbox One because the Halo Edition Xbox picture is out
Halo
now,
5.
and it is amazing.
Dude, buy it and sell me your Xbox One. I'll
No,
buy it
he
from
wants
you.
to have both.
Yeah.
Why? How and why do you need both?
'Cause he
Why do you need
collects-
2
He
Xbox
collects
Ones?
Xboxes.
Yeah,
I don't know
man.
fucking why. It's the most expensive thing you can collect as a nerd,
Are you gonna take
and yet he still does it.
like
I
a fucking
collect-
welding torch and make a hut out of Xboxes one day?
I'm
Maybe.
gonna collect diamonds.
I'm gonna make robots.
Little mechs out of
Yeah.
Xbox.
Eventually, I will learn.
No, don't
Is
worry.
anyone watching
All of your
us?
Xboxes are turning into mechs
2
anyways
people,
because it's
actually.
Microsoft.
Thanks for watching us.
You guys got any questions? Pop them in. Of course, we got.
We will
3
try to
viewers.
answer them.
Oh, 2. Anytime that we interact with
Or
the viewers.
acknowledge that people are there.
It's
they-
like, oh god, they know we're here.
It's
We
like
need
I
to
wish
back
I
out.
could like just be like, hey, you're not going anywhere. Stay. If you don't like me, I'll make you like me.
You can't like do that to people online.
Oh,
Only
yeah.
people in real
that
life.
movie is happening. Sorry, but it's
So it's
Didn't that come out
this week?
actually straight out of Compton. It's actually Ice Cube's son.
Yeah.
It's Ice Cube.
Yeah.
So I just found that out.
Really?
recently.
Yeah,
That's why it looks exactly like young Ice Cube.
yeah, they did a really good job.
wow.
The only thing is the guy that plays oh shit, now I'm blanking. Dr. Dre. The person that plays Dr. Dre doesn't look anything like Dr. Dre.
Doesn't
But
look
he
anything
sounds
like a
just
doctor.
like him. Sounds just like him.
Doesn't look anything
Yeah.
like a doctor.
It's great. They did a really good job casting.
Yeah.
The kid that's playing Easy is like a fucking
Yeah.
perfect
Looks
fucking match.
exactly
But
like
people don't like Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm.
Shut up, Max.
Welcome to Max's first and last time on the podcast.
Max is always welcome on the podcast.
I know, he's just my
Just
friend
not
that
when
I
we're recording it.
like to be.
Word.
Alright. What else about video games?
I'm so excited for fucking Metal Gear Solid. One more month. One more month.
September?
I need it. September 1st. Okay, I'm done nerding out on that. So
I really want to try to play all the Metal Gear games before it comes out, but I know that's not possible. Especially since one of them is like a 17-hour cutscene, right?
It's a 20-hour long movie. It's the greatest movie ever. Ever of all time. But
you
when
wanna
it comes,
say anything about Bayonetta?
I'm like on the last level. I'm finding the last boss. I was trying to beat the game today, but I didn't beat the game today.
that's because somebody got a new
Yeah.
I did get a
Someone
new phone.
finally joined
Join the Smart Club
The
group.
smartphone club.
Smartphone.
Smart Club phone group.
He's not a grandpa anymore.
He's still a
But he
grandpa.
still is like a grandpa. He's all, oh, look at this. I can
download ringtones.
Hey, my ringtone is Luigi.
There's third-party providers giving me free ringtones and sound bits. What is this?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
He actually downloaded Voxer today
Oh God.
and started boxing me.
Of course he did.
What's Voxer?
Like you guys are
It's,
sitting right next to each other, and he's boxing.
No,
you, right?
it's like a walkie-talkie app.
You just hold down the button and you say something. It's like a
It's
walkie-talkie.
like, I just
And-
said that.
I was repeating
Rude
you.
much? You get your choice. Either she said it or he said it.
I don't say
Choose whoever
anything.
you want to listen to.
God, they always make me sound so much meaner than I am.
Because you're
that's
really
what's-
mean in real life.
Yeah, you are.
You only play a
the
nice
meanest.
person on TV.
Good lord.
So I guess we can start talking about sports games. I mean, we do have Max here, so we might as well. We don't talk about sports video games very often, but that seems to be what Max does a lot. He loves fucking FIFA so much, and he got
And
deeply
NBA.
into FIFA.
Yeah. You know, my buddy Angel and Max and them, they played FIFA a lot. And
Do you know how to?
I just wasn't really into soccer, you know, and I watched the Women's World Cup or whatever it was just a couple weeks ago. And so I was like, man, I'm
Yeah,
gonna pick
that
up.
got a lot of people into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick up FIFA and I'm gonna start playing. And playing with Vince, who was like super amazing.
Right.
He coached me up how to play the game, and dude, we be smashing on people.
Oh yeah.
And I got to play with some of his friends who are like in some high level club levels, and they were like, "Oh, this noob and all this other stuff." I ended up doing a hat trick my very first game with them.
Nice. So were you guys like co-oping on the same team against
and
people?
it's awesome, and you can play up to 11 on 11
That's fucking cool.
in every position.
That is way cool.
You know, and usually me, Vince, Ollie, we all play together, and it's a good time. It's a real good time.
Yeah, I miss that camaraderie with sports video games and stuff like that. Like you'd be able to jump into a Madden match and just be like, all right, we're gonna play a game. This guy's probably gonna back out as soon as I get to 52 versus 14. But hey, we're still gonna have some fun tonight.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like me and Vince have played teams of 6, and it'd just be the two of us, and beat them.
And still rock 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so
That's unfortunate when that happens to the other team. But
I've been
fuck 'em.
playing for less. I've been playing online against other people for less than a week, and I got 15 goals already.
It's competitive, though.
It's an extremely
People get their feelings hurt so bad. Yeah, it's emotional. I've seen videos online of people fighting each other over the outcome over FIFA or NBA 2K.
Or
Oh,
listening to you and Godwin.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like there's like domestic violence in our house when they're both playing this game. What does he usually say?
Well, have you gotten the cops called on you for domestic violence yet?
No.
We're still waiting for that.
Well, we're in a
That
pretty
definitely happened at my apartment.
we're in a pretty shitty neighborhood though, so I'm assuming it takes a lot to get that call.
No, because I'm usually really silent when Alex hits me.
That's usually because I have my hand
Oh,
over your mouth.
goal!
Whoa,
For
why
those
is
of you who
it-
aren't watching on Periscope, he just got a goal. That's why we're screaming goal.
That's what that means.
That's what that means.
Yeah.
Because we're actually playing video games while we're doing this, which is why we're so distracted. That
I think we're doing
and
pretty good.
Suicide Girls.
Yeah.
Because,
No
come
more.
on.
No more porn
That-
while we're.
It's not
That
porn.
and butts.
No more.
No, it's
No more
it's
butts.
No
though.
more
It's classy
tasteful,
stuff.
Tasteful
classy
nudity, yeah.
nudity.
Yeah.
No more tasteful nudity while we do the podcast.
Technically, it
Unless
was
it's one of
Stephanie's
us.
idea.
True.
Up. Here comes the titties.
Which route will he go?
I don't know. I'm tucked in. I don't know what to do.
Wait, what?
My shirt's tucked in.
Okay. I thought you were
was-
talking about something else getting tucked in.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell are we talking
So
about?
Lunchbox.
No
how's
more
UFC?
Caitlyn Jenners.
Wow,
So,
look at Max's arm.
Speaking of sports games, I picked up one.
Nice.
Well, we ended up watching the Rousey fight 2 weeks ago, which 36 seconds of pure glory.
34.
34, sorry. 34
It made that
seconds.
whole night worth it.
Hey
was
man,
so
just
boring.
let me have the 2 seconds.
Was it the
Because
time
I
it
wouldn't
took
even
you to
last
bet?
the 34 anyways. I picked up the new UFC game. By new, I mean it came out last year. And started playing it. Started messing around with it. Started having a really fucking good time with it. I miss playing UFC games. I miss watching UFC fights. I used to do it a lot back in right at the end of high school. I used to get really into it. But started playing the games and everything. It's a lot of fun. Like, the mechanics are pretty darn solid. It's just I really wish that the submission system was a little bit more streamlined and a little bit faster paced than it actually is, because you make one wrong move on the right stick, you got nothing. You're done. Like, you don't get any retries or anything like that. And I would imagine playing against somebody would be next to impossible to get a fucking...
We lost our people.
it would be next to impossible to get a fucking submission finish. So, that being said, the game is a lot of fun when you're doing stand-up, like stand-up fights and stuff like that. It's so much fun. You can jump off of the fucking cage and do Superman punches
Anthony
and shit.
Pettis.
Yeah, fucking jump off the cage and do roundhouse kicks to the fucking head and shit. So much fun. It is a great game. My guy is a Muay Thai fighter. So what I'll do is I'll get him in the clinch, hold him by the head, and just knee him in the face about 6 times and knock him out.
Nice.
Every single time. It's hilarious. That game is so much fun. But, I mean, sports games, as of recently, have just been more of the same over and over again. Do you think that, like, in games like NBA and, like, FIFA and stuff like that, do you think they're making enough changes year to year to year in order for those games to keep blowing up? Or do you think that the fan base for those games are so huge that it doesn't matter what they do anymore?
I think there's a little bit of both, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, Madden has definitely stepped its game up, but if you still know how to break Madden, you can still break Madden.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's always those players that are going to play it over and over and over again to find that one fucking wide receiver that they can just fucking lob to fucking get a touchdown every time.
I mean, they're starting to teach people how to play football. They're teaching you how to set up a cover 2.
Or how to fill those holes.
How to do all kinds of stuff.
How to fill those holes.
Yeah, that's a fucking thing.
Yeah. Shoot.
Sports
But yeah.
and shit.
But I
'cause we're
think
nerds.
the retention rate of those games is all about like improved graphics and improved roster. Like, are they really adding so much more to the mechanics of the game?
Believe
to
it or
make that
not,
much
believe it
better?
or not,
Yes,
with
they
this
do.
last FIFA game, they made so many fucking huge changes with it. Like, they made the running and all the dribbling and all that stuff in the game a lot more streamlined, and they made it a lot more fluid, so it actually looked like you're playing or watching a game of soccer rather than just here's the ball, here's one guy, he kicks that ball to another guy, and it's just like the ball is going with the player. Instead, it's actually the ball moving around and the players have to get to it. You get what I mean?
I mean,
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They're constantly trying to make it better and better. I mean, with NBA 2K16, which comes out in September,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one of my favorite modes to play in this last NBA game was the career mode, where you get to make your own player.
I think
know,
that should be
play
everybody's favorite.
Game
mode.
by game, and there's like a story mode where you get endorsements, you get to make your own shoe. And this year, the career mode is directed by Spike Lee. So
Wow.
they're having a big Hollywood director come in and do the actual story mode for a sports game, which is pretty impressive.
And I keep making
Spike
the joke.
Lee, no less.
Like, I really want it to be super Spike Lee. Like, I want it to be NBA 2K, where you are fighting drug charges like the entire time, or like your fucking like ex-girlfriend tries to ruin your career.
You're a kid
Shit
from
like
the hood.
that.
You're a kid from the hood that no chance you'd make it, but
You ever
This
there's
story,
no way
you fight against the odds.
in this story you get to go play for the New Orleans Pelicans.
And all of that shit
NBA
after he gets out
glory.
of college, because he's part of the sorority Alpha Sigma.
What?
Ass.
It's all about that ass.
It's all about that ass.
There are other games though besides sports games that I play personally. I mean, sports games are my favorite, but one game that I do like is this game called Sound Shapes.
Indie game.
Indie game.
So good.
By Santa Monica Studios. They do like every single game that I would describe as being trippy, like Flower,
Oh yeah.
where you're just a single pedal floating through the air.
Pedal flying through the air. Yeah.
Ho Hokum, which you guys have seen
Oh,
before.
Ho Hokum is so much fun.
So they do this game that it's like just a side scroller almost, and I described it to Stephanie as being like Mario Paint because there's a music element involved and there's an artistic element involved, and you're able to do your own levels. So when you're done with the levels that are included in the games, you could play actual user-created levels.
Yeah,
so.
things that other people have made and things like that. Like, that's one of the big draws to the Little Big Planet series is the fact that the game's not really over when you finish the storyline to the game. The game continues. The game continues with all of the users.
Exactly, and like Little Big Planet is exactly how I describe it as far as the level creation and the online mode.
Right.
There's so many different moving parts in it, so it's a very cool game. And the best part about it is it's free. So if you have any ability to do online gaming on the PlayStation 4, you can get it for free this month.
Yeah,
so.
If you're a PlayStation member, you can get it for free. So, PlayStation Plus, obviously, and it's a really fun game.
It was a really good platformer. Like me and you played a level. I was honestly, really enjoying myself.
Yeah,
Me
everyone
too.
took a turn.
Extremely.
Ow.
It's stressful too. You get to
Crushed my toe.
It's extremely stressful. It's like I couldn't figure out the controls for like a second. I was like, I can't do this. I don't know what this is. I can't do it anymore.
Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, Ho Hokum is just like this whole game where you try to figure things out, and as you're trying to figure it out, other things are happening. So it's just like there's no real like cut, dry rules to the game. It's just you're trying to go world to world to world in this game, and it's just got this beautiful music in the background.
And then you keep creating music.
And if you like colors.
Oh yeah, lots of colors everywhere.
I hate colors.
And streamers like
You're a liar.
across the screen at all times.
If you like psychedelic drugs, you will love this game.
Yeah, if you like playing
it's
video
amazing.
games when taking hallucinogenics, play this game.
Dude. No, just
A+.
even sober, it's a really good game.
Yeah,
like it's
sober,
fucking magical.
But also, it's so simple that like if you're like drunk or
How do I
whatever,
flip the
you
camera?
can play this game. So.
How do I flip it back?
Nice. Way to go.
What'd she do, break it?
She's breaking stuff now.
No, I was like literally looking at my nose.
But anyways,
What'd you do?
Max has been playing Fallout Shelter. I'm super jealous of that.
Oh yes.
yeah, what a jerk.
So I have a Fallout Shelter. I played Fallout the game briefly, so but Alex told me about it, and I decided to download it today, and I've been playing nonstop. I already have like 20 plus people in my shelter. There's like several people that are pregnant. I'm ready to take over the world.
I'm ready for this game to be out on Android.
We're working
already.
our third generation.
God.
And just sent some people out to get some bottle caps for me, but it's a pretty awesome game, and you'd think with a free game like this that you could play it up to a point, and then it makes you pay for things to like really advance in the game. But
Right.
I've been playing it all day, and I haven't had to buy a thing. And
yeah, that's one thing that they really like prided themselves on with the game. You could obviously make some purchases to make the game a little bit more easy and things like that.
The trick is
you don't need to.
You gotta buy lunch boxes.
Yep, you gotta buy lunch boxes.
well, the cool thing is
I'm a whore, so I'm cheap.
you get to earn lunch boxes
Like double
because
cheeseburger cheap.
Like double cheeseburger with fries cheap.
So not.
Oh,
cheap,
you
not
talking about the
cheapest, but cheap.
Yeah,
$2.50.
$2.50 for a
I was
double
thinking about
cheeseburger
doing
with
that
fries,
after
man.
this.
I'm just saying,
man.
McDonald's endorses.
Yeah.
McDonald's give us money. No, they never will.
No, never
But
gonna
yeah,
happen.
it's definitely a fun game, and I wish that there was some type of online feature where you could help each other out. But it's a very fun game. It's simplistic. I think that if you had no idea what Fallout was and were just downloading it as a game, it would be a fun game, and anyone would enjoy it, knowing nothing about the Fallout series or game.
Yeah.
I hear the load times are pretty fucking awful, though. Are the load times pretty terrible for you?
I mean, I think it depends on your phone. I mean, I have an iPhone 6, so it runs perfect on that. When I initially load the game, sometimes it takes a couple of moments to get into my vault, but after that, no issues.
Pretty streamless
whatsoever.
after that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
I like it a lot.
Alex and his new phone just...
It's
Going
reminiscent
nuts with
of a.
It's
XCOM.
life proof. It's life proof, right?
Like, have you guys ever heard? Or I know you guys like Jesse's played XCOM, but
Oh,
fucking like when you create your like underground
when
like
you create
dwelling
your
for XCOM.
base for XCOM, it's a lot like that. You get like different sections. You got like your living quarters in Fallout Shelter. You have like your living quarters, and then you have to make a power plant in order to make like a science lab and things like that, so that your sciences go up and things like that. Just like in XCOM, you have to make power plants and stuff like that in order to make like a research facility, and you have to make a certain this and this and that and this. And it makes everything in your base stronger, which makes the game easier to do.
Yeah,
So it's pretty cool game.
I can't wait. 2 more days and it's gonna be out.
I know.
I,
So-
I
fucking
love
days.
it. I love it. And, when I actually attempted to play the game Fallout, I got, out of the vault, killed some guy in the first town, and that's about as far as I got.
Yeah.
So.
That sounds about right for the people that just aren't into it. It's a completely
It
open
was a
world.
fun game, but I knew I just messed up. I was like, wow, this game, I can't, play a game where there's repercussions for my actions.
A game that makes me feel bad about what I do.
Like, if I don't
That's what
kill that
draws me into
Goomba
these games.
and Mario Brothers, like, it doesn't make a difference.
But if you do kill that Moomba, his family does no longer have like a supporting part of the Koopa Kingdom.
yeah,
to, like, support his
it's
family.
a Bethesda game, for sure.
If Bethesda did Mario.
Pretty much, yeah. So obviously we're all waiting for Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that pretty much covers all of our video games that we had listed up there to talk about.
Yeah.
So we did talk about Ronda Rousey a little bit. She's thinking about playing Miss Marvel, or she wants to play Miss Marvel.
Yeah, she actually has expressed some interest in playing Miss Marvel.
Do you think that would be a good fit? I mean, obviously she's a badass chick, but at the same time,
Is she
do you
an
think she's a
actress?
good enough
extremely
actress for it?
Biased.
Well, yeah, we all love Ronda
Because-
Rousey.
I love her so much.
Like, I don't think you know how much he loves her.
Much.
And we've seen her in movies.
But I
What
mean,
movie?
in the Expendables,
She was in The Expendables.
Fast
she
and
was
the
in
Furious.
Fast and the Furious.
Which one?
so,
The newest
7.
one.
yeah.
Fast
Oh.
7.
Yeah. So, I
Excuse
mean-
me, that was the most beautiful movie they've ever made.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that's you
Yeah,
can't-
well,
you can't
Lord
polish a
of the Rings
turd.
is one of the greatest books to movies ever made.
Boom.
Have you ever read Fast?
We're both
Have you ever
Slap
read Fast
hands.
7, the book? Beautiful.
Shut up, Max. No, but in all honesty, Ronda Rousey is a badass chick. But I honestly don't think that she'd be able to pull off the lines as Miss Marvel very well.
I think
Would you tell her that?
She's
too?
not an
Would
actress.
you tell her that?
Would
to
you
her
say
face?
that to her face?
Hell no. Well, maybe.
I mean, you
Ronda
might-
Rousey.
Yo, he does got that kink. He's got
Like,
that.
I think if
Little
Ronda
bit.
Rousey wants to play Miss Marvel, like, good luck telling her no.
She can
No.
strong arm her way into the industry. She'll
Exactly.
she'll wrestle Stan Lee to the
And
ground.
you know what? Those guys are so damn good at making movies. I bet it would be great. I bet it would be a fantastic fucking movie. She would be so badass throughout the whole entire thing, we would forget that it's a Miss Marvel movie.
Yeah.
It's fucking Ronda Rousey as a superhero, period.
Yeah.
Done. Which I'd be okay with.
So banging.
Which I would totally be okay
Yeah,
with.
me too.
Like, what's her name in Haywire? That movie was pretty fucking cool,
Gina
too.
Carano?
Gina Carano.
Mm.
She did a great job. I honestly do think so. She was a badass throughout the whole entire movie. If she can do it, so can fucking Ronda Rousey then.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as she's just a badass through the whole thing, fine. Cool, do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think we can talk about Ronda Rousey enough. Let's keep going. She's a fucking nerd too, so I mean that just gives her more reason to do it.
She's scary.
Eh,
And a nerd.
she's definitely
She
scary.
will whoop your ass if you say bad shit about Pokemon.
No. She will whip your ass in real life, and then she will get out her Pokemon team and whip your ass in virtual life. Too.
Oh, yeah. Ronda Rousey's the baddest woman on the planet.
Yeah.
Easily.
And obviously the baddest trainer out there.
Yeah. I mean, she's like a huge fucking Pokemon.
Ass catcher can suck a dick.
I saw an interview where she
I'll-
said that she has like over 200 hours on her original.
And then you can
cartridge.
restart. You can restart the game.
All of her Pokemon are fighter type.
Fighter type.
She-
Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan.
She said her first Pokemon was fucking Charmander. Okay.
Okay,
So.
that's
That's the way to go.
How about her favorite Pokemon, Jesse?
Her favorite Pokemon was Mew, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
She
Mew.
said
yeah.
Mew.
Mew. She likes Mew. Yeah, she
Because
was like.
Mew's badass.
Yeah.
You is badass.
She
the
fucking
originator.
loves that Pokemon Snap. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Got that
love
perfect
another
score.
Pokemon.
Got
Snap.
that perfect score in Pokemon Snap.
Dude.
I mean, I don't even have that.
No.
Not to mention she cosplayed Sailor Moon.
Yeah,
Like Sailor Moon,
yeah.
Sailor Moon?
Yay.
Oh, that's awesome. I just got a boner.
Lady boner.
Lady boner.
Lady boner.
Lady boner.
Yeah, hearts for
Good
the
thing
lady
about
boner.
lady boner is that you can't tell I have a lady boner.
Yeah, that is the best part about a lady boner is you cannot tell.
There's a lot of really
I
good
don't
things
think
about
that's
a
the
lady
best
boner
part.
that I like a lot more than that.
Whoa.
Okay, we have a question. Should Pacquiao versus Mayweather rematch in 2016?
First of all, Mayweather would never do a rematch because he's a dick.
Maybe for the money.
For the money, are you
I
kidding me?
disagree. He'll do another one. If the hype can get big enough and the money can get big enough, he'll fight.
Floyd
Well, if the
Mayweather
money can
would
get
fight
big
a
enough, yeah.
homeless man in the ring if he could get a
But the thing is, though,
$300 million paycheck.
Pacquiao is
I
like
would. And I don't even like fighting.
Pacquiao
Thank
is
you,
already
Sarah
convinced
Smiles.
that he won.
Sarah Smiles recognizes your guys' dorkdom and she likes it.
Thank you.
Follow us on Roll2Pose everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roll2Pose. Follow us. We're friends, and we only see each other once every 2 weeks.
And
Yep.
we talk about nerd stuff.
Jesse, we saw you last weekend.
Shut up! Don't take this
we,
away
hung
from
out,
me.
we hung out for the fights.
Yeah, that's true. We did.
We saw you the last 2
Thank you
weeks.
for all those hearts.
I saw you 2 nights ago.
Was it the lady boner?
Oh,
Yeah,
it
lady
may have
boner.
been the lady boner. Every time our hearts peak when Lady Boner is said, so...
So we just need to hashtag lady,
Hashtag lady.
hashtag lady
Hashtag
boner
lady
every
boner.
time we do
Exactly.
Roll2Pose on Periscope.
Got
Thank
it.
you guys. You guys are far too kind.
Speaking of lady boners, goodbye, Jon Stewart. It was a great ride. It really was.
That's a sad boner.
That was a
Yeah,
really
but-
awkward segue. How did
I don't know.
Okay.
Do you get a
He,
lady
he
boner?
gives me lady boners.
For
Okay.
Jon Stewart.
Yes.
I really do think.
And you still can't see it. That was fucked up.
You
Sorry.
can't see it? Lady boner?
Tiny penis. So I think that what Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert did for the news industry is just something that everybody should appreciate.
Yeah, but Stephen Colbert's still going.
I mean, Jon Stewart, what he did for all those people's careers. I mean, without Jon Stewart, there would be no Colbert Report, you know?
Yeah.
He would not be replacing David Letterman. I mean, so many great people got their start. Stephen Carell, you know, on The Office. Mm-hmm. So many great actors have gotten their start on that show, and it's
very true.
You know, it started off as, you know,
Adam Sandler movies.
You know, yeah, he started off in Adam Sandler movies. Yeah.
You ever seen a $20 bill on weed?
But you know, it's gonna be different seeing someone else in that. You know, I'm not sure if people said the same thing when Jon Stewart replaced Craig Kilborn.
Nah, not even close.
Wait, who?
Yeah, that guy,
not even close.
Craig Kilborn. But yeah, it was you know, it was an awesome final show, though. I watched it, and
yeah, unfortunately, I missed it.
Did he choke up?
Well, it was, you know, they had every single previous, you know, one of the live, you know, field reporters that they had.
Field reporters.
They had all of them. There was Stephen Carell, you know,
Stephen Colbert, obviously.
Stephen Colbert came, and he actually, you know, went off script and, you know, gave a touching tribute to him.
He did like a 3.5 minute like big old thing where he's just like, you know, thank you for everything that you did for us and all that stuff. It was actually extremely touching. I saw it on YouTube.
Pink K rocks.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was awesome. I mean, you know, and afterwards, you know, he, you know, gave his final sign off, and Bruce Springsteen played him out.
What?
That's
awesome.
Way awesome.
You know, he played like 2 songs. So like the last 10 minutes of the show was just Bruce
just
and
doing
the E Street Band just playing. You know, it's awesome.
That is way cool.
It was a very good final show, and it's crazy to think that, you know, with all these different news sources, that, you know, Jon Stewart on Comedy Central was one of the you know, most reliable sources.
And that's why you gotta give him props, because he actually made people watch the news.
And actually care about the news.
Yeah.
Even just a little fucking bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, and he's gonna have a, you know, huge stamp on pop culture.
Yeah,
and
big
just
fucking shoes to fill, that's for sure.
Big shoes to fill, but I think it could be done. You know, I think
do they have any,
you
like,
know?
I don't think the nightly report's
that's
really
going
working out.
Like, have they any rumors of anybody?
Of what?
Like, are they replacing him?
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a guy. You know, new episodes in September.
Hopefully, it's not Jimmy Fallon, huh?
No, it's not Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon sucks. You know, this is.
This is not a Jimmy Fallon house.
No. This is not a Jimmy Fallon household at all.
You live your Jimmy Fallon.
He is unfunny and awkward at best. But, you know, this is going to be, you know, it's going to be a big change. But the new guy, Noah, I'm not sure what his last name is. You know, he got the job for a reason over a lot of other talented people. So we'll see.
Oh, so somebody already has it.
Yeah. Yes, somebody has it.
I didn't know that.
So
and it's kind of like when David Letterman stepped down. They already had Stephen Colbert pretty much lined up for it. So,
but people knew who Stephen Colbert was. I can't even think of a single famous
Colbert
person
Nation, man,
whose name is Noah.
Noah.
Know what I'm saying?
Oh,
oh no, he did one.
Know what I mean?
We almost got through the whole podcast without him doing a stupid fucking pun.
But I couldn't just leave it.
Actually, we did get through the whole podcast because we're actually 3.5 minutes over.
We're not going to edit out the last 3.5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, we are. Because of the pun.
Well, we went over slightly. We went over slightly, so there's bits where we weren't exactly.
Well, you shouldn't punish the listeners. You should just punch me for my puns.
Not punch me.
So thanks for listening to the Roll2Pose podcast. Obviously, we'll be back in 2 weeks. We'll have lots of things to talk about at that time. Hopefully a little bit more than we did this week.
What's in 2 weeks? Is that the week before Riot Fest?
That's the week before Riot Fest. So we'll have plenty to talk about. And NDK.
And my family being here.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
But your family's going to be there for the podcast.
What's up, Steph?
Finally what?
Not be stressed.
I'm not stressed.
Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody, especially you on the Parascope.
Yeah, thanks for commenting as well.
Yeah, if you like
Playing
us,
along.
find us. Just Google Roll2Pose. We got an Instagram, we got a Facebook, we got a YouTube. Just go to all those and look up Roll2Pose.
Nah, don't Google Roll2Pose. You'll see some really fucked up stuff.
But you should Google fat nipples.
We are actually
Google
top of the list
fat
of Roll2Pose.
nipples.
I know we're at top of the
Telling
list,
you.
but if you keep
Don't
going,
Google
there's
it.
like
It's the
some
best
really
shit
weird
ever.
yoga shit in there.
Okay.
Just saying.
Alright.
But yeah, like us on Facebook, Roll2Pose, roll the number 2 pose. Follow us on Instagram, same thing. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yeah, keep up with us. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, that's what you need to do. There's going to be plenty of it, and there's already some out there. So, okay, goodbye.